I go for refuge and turn my light into the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge and turn my light into the Buddha, the Dharma. May I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge and turn my light into the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of Sanje joda zoge jonam no chanjo bado tane gyapso che nage jinso gebe sonam ki tola benje sanje jubara esho sanje joda zoge chonam chanjo bado tane gyapso che nage jinso gebe sonam ki tola benje sanje jubara esho Sanje joda zoge jonam la chanjo bado dane gyapsoch dage jinso gebe sonam ge jola benjir sanje jubara esho Sanje joda zoge jonam chanjo bado dane gyapsoch dage jinso gebe sonam ge jola benjir sanje jubara esho Om ye dharma hai to prabhava hai tum desham desham chayo nirodha eva vati mahashramana yesvaha Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetum tesham tatagato yavatat tesham chayo nirodha eva vati mahashramana yesvaha Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetum desham tatagato yavatat desham chayo nirodha eva vati mahashramana yesvaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation of causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, we are on page 158, verse number 63 done. Okay, we'll read 63 once more. In brief, from empty phenomena doesn't mean from nothingness. It means, in brief, from the phenomena which are empty of objective existence, the results in the form of empty of objective existence, empty of objective existent results will arise. For example, agent, karma, fruits, and they enjoy meaning the one who partakes or who experiences the fruits. The concurrent, the Buddha, taught these to be only conventional. They do exist, but they exist conventionally by dependent origination. 64. Just as the sound of a drum and a shoot are produced from a collection of factors. For example, the sound of a drum comes into existence by dependence on multiple factors. For example, the drum, the stick to beat the drum, the air inside, what holds the air, and the person who beats. So all these factors are dependent, but it's only then sound comes about. We don't know exactly where, we cannot pinpoint say that if this sound comes from here, from this place, independent of other factors. Just the sound of a drum and a shoot are produced from a collection of factors. Shoot, for example, shoot, you plant a mango shoot, the mango shoot depends on the seed, the water, and so forth. So it's just, for example, our coming here, our sitting here, is also because of the multiple factors involved. For example, the Geshe Dorji who made the request, who created this space, and how many people contributed to all these people. So, and then the Venerable the Srila who made the request, and then the Shomala, and the people behind them. So we see that there are multiple factors coming together that things happen. So it's all dependent origination. Just as sound and assure are produced from collection of factors, we accept the external world of dependent origination. That the world is just purely dependent origination to be like a dream and an illusion. It would be good that just to know this. Of course, itself is very precious, but to keep on thinking about these. Or for example, say you go out, then after this you have the lunch. Just think of the lunch. How this lunch on the table came to be. In the first place, there should be the kitchen there, and there should be the one who is designing meaning, who decides everything. Geshe Dorji should be there. And making sure that Geshe Dorji's compassion is not there, then the cook may not be happy. Because of Geshe Dorji's compassion, the cook becomes very loyal, and whatever he does with the pure heart. And the materials are not produced by the cook, materials came from outside, but depend on all these factors. And then we need a plate. Without the plate, the food cannot be just come on your table like this. And again, the plate are made by different people, the raw materials, things like this. It's just purely dependent or independent. There's nothing there. And initially, it may not make any sense to us that, okay, yeah, I know this. But you know the medicine for healing your tuberculosis. You know the medicine already. I know the medicine already. I took it a long time ago. But if you have some tuberculosis, you have to take it every day. Every day. Think more. And think about it. Just leaving it on the level of the knowledge, this is not sufficient. Whereas somebody who does not know at all, and then comparing that with you knowing something, but nothing about it, you are way better than somebody who doesn't know anything. But once you know, why not? We take the maximum advantage of that to make sure that we reap the maximum benefit. Then finally, say something happens, your mind is not disturbed. And alongside, keep in mind that this is one thing that usually I had some meeting with the personal meetings. And this is one thing that we need to keep in mind. For example, what I'm sharing with you is purely mainstream teaching of the Buddha, mainstream teaching of the Buddha and Nalanda masters. So, for some of us, it may not be too relevant. Generally speaking, this is it. Only if somebody like me is omniscient. This morning we studied of the three kinds of the mothers. Three kinds of the metaphorical mothers. So only then we can say that how you teach, because of the full power of the enlightenment. So although you teach one thing, but the people understand it differently because of your capacity. Because for ordinary people like us, we just teach general, but lucky everybody teaching is the general mainstream teaching of Nalanda. So this will make us sure these legacies of the great Nalanda masters. And for example, today we have His Holiness the Dalai Lama, who actually he created, who designed the whole system in such a way that people get the maximum benefit out of this. So the point is that we need to contemplate more. Just don't leave it there. I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying this is my suggestion. The more you think about it, it's very natural. It's natural that your mind will go deeper. As you go deeper, your confidence level shoots up. And then later on, you can make your judgment, very wise judgment, without any problem. So this, let's say, for example, we talk about the Mount Everest was the main source of water, let's say, in certain places. And then from this mountain, the glaciers melt, and the water, say the stream, they get divided. And there's some villagers, they may fight over, okay, this is our stream, not yours. And they say, no, let's half. So half a day you, half a day us. So and some may see that this is but the root is the Mount Kailash, the Mount Everest. So with this mind, the root is the mainstream Nalanda tradition. root. Once you get it, all the streams you can easily decide. Easily. That's not an issue. So therefore, to really study these at the root, this is extremely important. Okay. So the next, except the 64, just as sound of a drum and a shoot are produced from a collection of factors which accept the external world of dependent origination to be like a dream, an illusion, nothing objective there. All these, and okay, in this connection, I said that when you go out, when you eat food, anything, whatever you do, just gives yourself a little break, a little time for yourself. Like, okay, celebrating your birthday, cheesecake in front of you, and before you feel, just like a dog meeting with the meat. Instead of that, you give a little time. Okay, I learned about the Buddha's teachings, all composite things impermanent, all contaminated things are from nature. Think of all these form in the context of this particular your interaction with the cheesecake. And then see how your mind reacts. Your mind calms down. And then you celebrate. If there are people around you, let them also enjoy. You don't have to give dharma. Okay, look, this is impermanent. And then they don't disrupt we don't know what kind of propensity mindset the other people have. They may feel so bored. Later they may not even come to you. So therefore we should be very skilled that you grow in your own way and let others grow in the best way. Try to help others in the best way you can without disrupting their peace of mind. This is very important. Okay, so with this in mind, we accept the external world of dependent origination to be like a dream and an illusion. 65. That phenomena born or originated, they rise from causes can never be inconsistent with facts, meaning that composite things should necessarily arise from the respective causes. This is a fact. This is a fact. Since the cause is empty of cause, so the cause, because that it depends, it comes into existence but depends on other causes and other factors, it does not have any independent entity. So therefore, it is of empty nature. Since the cause is empty of being cause, empty of being objective cause, why empty of being objective cause? Because this is a dependent cause. We understand it to be empty of origination, meaning that if the cause itself is empty of objective reality, act of origination is also empty of objective reality. 66. The non-origination of all phenomena is clearly taught to be emptiness, meaning that, okay, let's say this flower, let's say 1 month ago it was a tiny seed. 1 month later it becomes like a flower. So there's growth there. So this growth, the phenomenon of growth. Okay, how many of you notice? I remember my hands. Some of you know what I'm saying. My hands, when I was 7 years old, I still remember my hands used to be extremely cute. Extremely cute. Now it's not cute. Don't try to console me. I know some. No, it's still very cute. It's not cute. Even 100 people say it's cute. It's not cute. I know that. Okay, so this change. What is this? From being very cute to not cute. So there's a transition. There's a change there. There's transformation. There's origination of not being cute. So that happens. So this phenomena of that transformation is seen by which mind? Conventional analysis. But conventional analysis is what you see things from distance. Is not what is really there. You getting it? So you look at not cute. Hey, Didila, not cute. She says cute. It's not cute. And look at your hand. It's very cute. Look. It's very cute. But her hand's very cute. My hand not cute. Is on according to the conventional analysis, from the distance. Go deeper. These are her hands. My hands both are made of atoms. All the atoms are same age. You getting it? Not that my atoms are older and her atoms are younger. It's all same age on the ultimate analysis. So Go deeper is more reality, is more real, or from distance more real? Deeper is more real. On the real level, we are same. You're getting it? There's no young, old, girl, what, male, female, neutral, nothing's there. On the deeper level. So the deeper level is the emptiness of objective reality. On the surface level, on the conventional level, then there's young, old, everything holds true. You're getting it? So that way, the thing is that we see what is real on the surface. We are deceived to see this as ultimate. You're getting it? We see differences. Young, old, is on the conventional level, but we see them as objectively real. Objectively real young. Objectively real young. But which mind sees that? Objectively real young is seen by which mind? Huh? Aruna. Objectively young, what did I say? Objectively real young. Objectively real youth. Seen by? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Objectively existing youth. The mind which sees things as objectively existing youth is seen by which mind? Raise your hands. Over there, your name? Your name? Angdule. Objectively existing youth is seen by which mind? Angdule?
The self-grasping mind.
Yes, what is that mind? Anyone? Raise your hands. Here. Commission analysis. Okay, Bhavani.
Subjective mind.
Okay. Helena.
Это объективный анализ или ум, кто еще не стал ариями и не видит пустоту напрямую?
This is objective analysis or mind of those who are not Aryas yet and don't perceive emptiness directly.
Относительный анализ.
Okay. Let me make the question clearer. All the minds are classified into two kinds. What are they? Conventional analysis. Okay, let's get. All the minds are classified into two. What are they? I think there's only one Hasket. There are many Hasket. Yes, tell me.
Conventional analysis and
Mike.
Conventional analysis and ultimate analysis.
Conventional analysis and ultimate analysis. How many agree with Hasket? Raise hands. Very good. Thank you. So now let us not go beyond the point. It's just beyond, we only need to know the context. The context is when I say which mind? Conventional analysis, ultimate analysis, don't say subjective, objective, don't talk these. You're getting it? I've already contextualized things. So while the youth, old, good, bad, all these things exist subjectively, we see them as objectively. That mind which sees the objectively existent youth, old age and so forth, this mind, what is that? Which of the two mind? Dedenla.
Ultimate, invalid ultimate analysis.
Invalid ultimate analysis. Okay. Jimela.
Yeah, same invalid ultimate analysis.
Okay. How many you would say it's conventional and invalid conventional analysis? Resents? or how many will say this is ultimate analysis sense? And within ultimate analysis, we say this is invalid ultimate analysis sense. Very good. This is ultimate analysis because whether the youth exists objectively or not objectively, which mind decides? Ultimate analysis decides, and the mind says youth does not. The youth does not exist objectively. This is also ultimate analysis. Youth exists objectively. This is also ultimate analysis. One is valid, one is invalid. So what the analysis is perfect. It says that it's a invalid ultimate analysis. You're getting it? So invalid ultimate analysis makes us see things as objective real, and that is the creation of the dream. The moment you create the dream, you have lost the freedom. You're getting it? You've lost the freedom. Okay. Let me give you the one example. Okay. Okay, let's say that this evening we are celebrating birth of His Holiness. Okay. And we are all very happy. We're celebrating birthday. So imagine that we are dreaming. In the dream, we're celebrating the birth of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. Very pleasant dream. And suddenly His Holiness comes. Wow, this is unimaginable, amazing. How's that? Extremely pleasant, good, right? Then His Holiness says, Vishistamale, Vanvapujale, and Ishiomale. Right? Okay, why you, all the participants not have tea with me? How many are happy? Very happy. Okay. So we have tea, we enjoy it. And then His Holiness left. Then in a dream, after a few minutes, suddenly there's an earthquake. Whole earth shattered. 9 magnitude 9. 9 magnitude, which means no hope of survival. And you said, I'm dead now, I'm dead. When you say, I'm dead, your mother wakes you up. You happy? Hey?
Yes.
Yes. What is this? Yes. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now tell me, there are 3 situations. First, you enjoy the dream. The first one dream, the third is waking state. The first one is extremely pleasant dream, extremely pleasant dream. Second one is very scary. Third one, you wake up. Okay. If I give you a choice, you just choose one. Raise your hand. Which would you choose? Okay. Number 1. Who will choose that? Number 1. Raise hands. Very pleasant dream. Raise hands. Number 2. Very unpleasant dream. I know nobody will choose that. Very unpleasant dream. Third, waking up. Unpleasant dream and then waking up. The third one. Okay, good. My question to you is, why first dream is so pleasant, so beautiful? Why don't you want that, and instead you want the third one? Why? What's the problem with the first dream? Huh? You don't want to wake up. So what's the problem? Then you keep sleeping. Some people do that. They keep sleeping. 7 o'clock, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. The stamina is amazing. Yes. Okay. Yes, over there.
Thank you. I would rather wake up because being in a dream has the qualities of the dream, like we discussed the other day. Saying even if I eat food in the dream, it will not feel my actual belly, right? And it's not real. Even if I accomplish something in a dream, it is not real accomplishment, like it actually does not happen. So I would rather go to reality.
Wake up.
And wake up, yes.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Yes or no? Mike.
The pleasant dream is a deceptive phenomenon, so I don't want to experience that.
Why?
It deceptive means ultimately it will keep suffering.
No. Enjoying with this already, this is amazing. It's not deceptive. What's the problem? Chirula. Mike.
Yeshua, because being in the dream is still being in the prison, while waking up is like being free.
Why? Don't make things boring. Dream is a prison. Why prison?
Because ultimately you are in the prison for bad, it's not good to be in a prison, but you don't realize
No,
that.
prison I don't want, but the pleasant dream is nice. Why not? We deliberately go to fall asleep,
Yes,
you go to bed.
Because there is, like you always say, there is the push and pull. And push and pull is loss of freedom, and loss of freedom is suffering.
Pull towards his soul is very good.
No, but that's an illusion.
Huh?
That is not real. Because that is ultimately going
his soul is not real, or the dream his soul is not real? His soul is real.
It's not as real, but the dream is all because Yeshua, we want 100% happiness.
Okay, so
we want to wake up.
I see. So you already woken up. Why did you come to class?
Because we want to wake up from this.
Okay, what you said is something very meaningful here. Maxim. Yes, Maxim, your name? Yes, Maxim.
Шана, если бы его святейшество Далай Лама давал глубокие учения о пустоте, я бы согласен был проспать и 24 часа.
Geshe Dalai Lama gave deep teachings on emptiness. I would agree to sleep 24 hours.
Say again?
If Dalai Lama would give teachings on emptiness, I would prefer sleeping 24 hours.
No, I don't understand it.
If in my dream.
Okay. If Maxim dreams of his own Dharma giving teachings on emptiness, then he would rather keep sleeping to have the continuous to have the dream. Oh, that's smart. Okay, now let me come to the conclusion here. Okay, then tell me.
Since nobody wants an unpleasant dream, and everybody wants a pleasant dream.
Yes.
But you don't have control to always have a pleasant dream.
Nobody wants unpleasant dream, everybody wants pleasant dream. So?
You don't have control to always have a pleasant dream.
Okay, that's smart. Okay, Nubala. There's Nubala there.
In dream, we see things objectively real, like I'm in a dream. So we lose our freedom of emotions in dream.
Okay, in the dream we see things objectively real, so you lose freedom. How?
Because like I cannot in dream, when I'm enjoying the dream, like I'm not able to differentiate between the reality and the dream. I'm enjoying it, and
so what's the problem? Even if you don't discriminate, as long as you're enjoying, it's fine. What's wrong? Don't make things so boring. Dharma means, don't enjoy. You're wearing a dress, a shabby dress. You have a nice hairstyle. No, even hairstyle is gone. This Dhamma. This is not Dhamma. And don't make things boring, Nubala. Right? Okay. Okay, Anka and then Julia. Yes, Anka. Mike.
Even the dream is pleasant, and you wake up and you see that it's a dream, it's not real, it's suffering. So
why? Dream is very pleasant. You wake up. So what? So what's the problem? So you enjoy. I'm so glad. Look, Uncle. Look, I'm so glad. Last night I had a very pleasant dream of His Holiness that I'm giving teachers emptiness. And I slept for 24 hours, and then finally I woke up. Maximur said, I'm so glad. What's wrong? Okay, Julia. Yes, Julia.
Geshe, I think that if I see something in a dream, it's pleasant, that eventually it will stop, it will change, so it's impermanent. If I really want to be happy and discover the true happiness, I have to rely not on external factors, but discover the true happiness within me, like the Buddhahood. So to do it, we have to wake up.
The dream is external, internal?
Internal.
So you said external,
Right? I did say so.
Okay, by the way, what you've said is very good thing. I'm expecting what? I have a disease. What is that disease? Perfectionism. You getting it? Infinite happiness. Okay. Okay, so let's put it like this. However pleasant the dream is, there's a problem. However pleasant the dream is, there's a problem. You getting it? It won't last. That's also a good point. Okay. However pleasant dream is, there's a problem. However pleasant the dream is, there's a problem. You getting it? What is that problem? I'll tell you. What's the problem? Over there. Blood.
Это все равно сон.
Huh? What's the problem? If it's dream, what's the problem? Dream per se is not a problem. Okay, look. However pleasant the dream is, there's a problem. Yes, so now listen what the problem is. Okay, so what the problem? I'm not dictating. You get it? I'm not dictating. I'm exploring with you. I'm not exploring. We are exploring together. Okay, exploring in the form of question answer. How many of you like to have the dream of His Holiness the Dalai Lama tonight? How many of you like to have the dream of His Holiness the Dalai Lama tonight? Presents. We all will have the dream. Now my next question. How many of you will have the dream of His Holiness tonight? Why not? Why not? Nobody. Why not? Kusala, why not? Mike.
Because we don't have control over things that we dream of. We don't decide what we're going to dream about.
In other words, what Loksana is saying is that we don't have the freedom to choose the dream. What dream to occur? What dream to create? We don't have the freedom. How many agree with Loksana resents? However pleasant the dream is, one problem with the dream is that we don't have the freedom to choose the dream. You getting it? This is extremely important. When you are watching a movie on a television, and if you have a little brother sitting with you, and he always wants to watch cartoon, and you want to watch serial, right? And you want to keep the remote control in your hand, or you want to give the remote control in your brother's hand? What happened? Not interested. Huh? In our hand. In my hand. Okay, you're getting it? Why don't you want to give the remote control in your brother's hand? Instead you want to keep it yourself. Raise hand. Okay, raise hand. Okay, Gurmela, over there at the end. Why? Gurmela.
I didn't rest.
You didn't raise hand. Okay, whatever. You touch your many cheeks. Okay. Okay, raise hands then. Raise hands. Raise hands. Okay, Namkala.
And Geshe, by the moment we give the remote to in our brother's hand, then we will lose the control over what we can watch or not.
How many agree with Namkala raise hands? The moment I give the remote control in my brother's hand, I lose the freedom to select which channel I want. I lose my freedom. Listen, this is very important. Loss of freedom. Loss of freedom is misery. Misery is samsara. You're getting it? Loss of freedom is misery, and misery is samsara. If somebody were to ask you what is the samsara, loss of freedom, this is the answer. You're getting it? So therefore, how a pleasant dream is, you don't have the loss of freedom is there. You don't have the freedom to choose the dream. That's the problem. So, therefore, waking up, how to get away from this problem of losing the freedom in the dream? How to avoid this problem of losing freedom in the dream? Wake up. So of the three choices, the third one is the best for the reason that we are getting to true freedom, that is liberation. Reason why His Holiness is very important is that His Holiness is there to guide us to achieve liberation, guide us to wake up, guide us not to continue to fall asleep. So therefore, that's the reason His Holiness will be more happy that you wake up rather than you continue to be asleep. But if His Holiness gives teachings or entrance in a dream, that's fine. That itself is a means to wake you up. Okay, now the suffering that we're going through now, this is like another dream. Just as dream has a problem. What's the problem? Loss of freedom. Likewise, as long as we don't see emptiness, we are in another dream. You're getting it? Everything is like a dream. We are in another dream. So just as how to wake up from the nightmare, how to stop this nightmare is to wake up. Likewise, how to stop the nightmare of samsara. We continue to shed tears. Because that we are in another dream. And the dream, so therefore the Buddha taught, everything is like dream. Just as in a dream of young girl, she met with a boy and saw his death. Joyous was she at the meeting, anguish over his death. View all phenomena as thus. View all phenomena like dream. So, in a way, there are two kinds of dream. The dream, one dream is conventional dream, another one is unconventional dream. What is the two kinds of dream? Conventional dream and the unconventional dream. Conventional dream and the unconventional dream. Okay. From the conventional dream, we have been waking up from the conventional dream every day. We've been waking up from the conventional dream every day, because of which, from the nightmare of the conventional dream, we stop it every day the moment we wake up. But we have never woken up from the unconventional dream. We have never woken up from the unconventional dream. Anybody who wakes up from the unconventional dream, that person will stop all the tears that we are shedding. All the tears that we are shedding the dreams, shedding tears in the unconventional dream. All the tears that we are shedding, the fears, and so forth, they're all happening on the unconventional dream. If we wake up from the unconventional dream, all the tears of the world stops. So the next question is, how to wake up from the unconventional. At the moment, we are in the unconventional dream. And from the unconventional dream, we have never woken up since time immemorial till today. We have never woken up. And Sometimes we take by the higher realms, sometimes lower realms, higher realms, sometimes rich, sometimes poor, sometimes high, sometimes low. Sometimes we bully others, sometimes others bully you. This is the dream in which we continue to be there. Sometimes we lead others, sometimes others will lead you. And sometimes you teach others, so other times they teach you. This is how things happen in the dream. You're getting it. Now, in the process, things go because this is a dream. Dream means you don't know what's the characteristic of what is one of the major characteristics of the dream, that you don't have the freedom to choose the dream. You're getting it? Including the unconventional dream. We don't have freedom to choose the dream. For example, how many you can tell what will happen to you 2 days? Say, where will you end up after 20 years? Anyone? Nobody can say anything. Nobody can say anything. Nobody meaning ordinary people like us. We cannot say anything. Where will I end up in 20 years? What about 10 years later? What about 5 years later? No. You make plans for 20 years and the next day you are gone from the world. It happens oftentimes. So therefore we have no freedom. This is the lack of freedom with the unconventional dream. So the point is that the unconventional dream, from this it is marked by lack of freedom, and we have never woken up from this unconventional dream. You're getting it? So our job is to wake up. Try our best to wake up from the sleep of ignorance. So the wisest thing to do, for example, say sometimes we may gain name and fame, power, wealth, and family-wise, all your children, they are very successful. One is a medical doctor, one is the prime minister, one is the president, one is this, that, and so forth. And then you die. And you think that, oh, I'm very successful. You die. You may take birth as a servant of your servant, and the son may bully you. You're getting it? This is what? This is samsara. Who is the wise people? So because we don't have the freedom. How to get the freedom? Wake up. Realize emptiness. This is the wisest person. Realize emptiness. Expand your heart with compassion. That's the wisest thing to do. It doesn't mean that, for example, you have your, let's say, good house, good food, good people around, give up all these. This is not the meaning. This is not the meaning. Some people can do that. For example, like, say, Narupa did it. Not that everybody can do that, but we all can do one thing, while not neglecting this life's the facilities, this lies the conducive factors. We can also focus on the future lives, say the benefits, like working on emptiness, working on the bodhicitta. We can do both. These are the wise people. These are the wise people. And these people later on in the future lifetimes may be in a position to give up everything and become enlightened, and the true treasure will be awakened fully. That can happen for those people who prepare in a stepwise way. So this is our job. This is the wisest thing to do. You, me, all. I'm talking to you. But this is a reminder for me also. For me also. That, for example, sometimes with the Tibet House works is so tiring. Continuous teachings, like 5 teachings a day. And then the office work, meeting with the government officials, meeting with this conference and so forth, and coming home, come to the room, so tired. No excuse. If you want to get out of this samsara, you have to meditate on emptiness. So I don't have physical energy left. I do a nap, 2 hours, 3 hours, take a nap. And then get up, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, get up. Hey, Dorji, yes, what you did, this is not for yourself. But there's no excuse. Wisdom emptiness. Did you meditate emptiness? While you are giving classes or while you're attending conferences and so forth, did you meditate emptiness? If not, then you have to get out of samsara. Get up. Don't be lazy, get up. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, get up and do my practice. Although these are not to be shared with publicly, but I'm sharing this to tell you that this is how we should be doing. Finally, we have to stop the tears of samsara. Everybody shed tears, unless until you have realized emptiness. Till that point, we have to shed tears. Big people shed tears. Small people shed tears. Rich, poor, high, low, girl, male, female, everybody shed tears. You want to stop this. And the tears, when you go through these tears, your wealth doesn't mean anything. When you go through these tears, your power doesn't mean anything. When you shed tears, when something goes wrong to your family members, when you shed tears, nothing works. Only the wisdom and emptiness will work. So this is the thing that we need to keep in mind. Okay, where are we? First number? 60? 65. Done, not done. Done. 66. The non-origination of all phenomena is clearly taught to be emptiness. Okay, now look. Things originate. Things arise. For example, beautiful sunshine happens. Now the tent is coming up outside. Things originate. So things don't originate on what level? Ultimate analysis. In the ultimate analysis, origination happens only on the conventional level. On the ultimate analysis, with respect to ultimate analysis, origination is absent. Non-origination of all phenomena is clearly taught to be emptiness. Because in the ultimate analysis, you say the origin is there, not there, means what? Is there anybody who can tell me? In the ultimate analysis, origination is absent means? Absence of objective existence of the origination. Very good. It doesn't mean that origination is empty. It means that the origin is empty objectively. So that is emptiness of objective existence of origination is emptiness of, okay, I use the word emptiness. Absence of objective origination is known as emptiness. So it says here that the non-origination of all phenomena in the ultimate analysis is clearly taught to be emptiness. In brief, the five aggregates are denoted by the expression all phenomena. Meaning that when we say all phenomena, with respect to what we can feel, what we can see, impermanent phenomena, all composite things impermanent. There's the all phenomena, five aggregates which constitute yourself, which constitute the whole world. So these are, objectively, they are empty. So they are marked by the emptiness as the foundation. 67. When the ultimate truth is explained as it is, the conventional is not obstructed, meaning that two truths, they are not contradictory to each other. They are not contradictory. They are complementary to each other. They complement each other. When the ultimate truth is explained as it is, when you say form is empty in Heart Sutra, Suk Tomba Tomba Ni Suso, Surya Tomba Ni Shema, Tomba Ni Sushemaino. Form is empty. This is the ultimate truth. Emptiness is form. Okay, let's say that group A, you look at this through your naked eyes. Group B, you look at this through electron microscope. And I ask, is there a flower or not? This is my question to you. And group A, is there a flower? Yes, group B, is there a flower? No. You getting it? No flower. So when this group A says no flower means? No objective flower. It doesn't mean no flower. Because what they are, flower, no flower, who decides? Which mind decides? Conventional analysis decides, and their mind is not conventional analysis. Their mind is ultimate analysis. What ultimate analysis decides is only whether or not the flower exists objectively. It does not decide whether the flower exists or not exists. Flower exists or not exists decided by conventional analysis. You getting it? Okay, now let's say what group A sees as flower, group B sees as empty of flower. Flower is empty. Form is empty. Suk Tongbao. You getting it? Next, What group B sees as empty is what group A sees as, what is this? Flower. What group B sees as empty is what group A sees as form or flower. Emptiness is form. This is conventional truth. Now, the two truths, they don't contradict with each other. These two are not dichotomous. These two complement each other. Emptiness, what group B sees as emptiness, is not different from what group A sees as form. What group A sees as form is not different from what group B sees as emptiness. And the form is not different from emptiness. Emptiness is not other than the form. You're getting it? These two are complementary to each other. They are not contradictory. This is the meaning of the two truths as compatible to each other. 67. When the ultimate truth is explained as it is, the conventional is not obstructed because these two are of the same nature. Independent of the conventional, no ultimate truth can be found. Meaning that, say, we talk about emptiness of flower. Group B sees emptiness. Group A sees a flower. So if you remove the flower, do they see the emptiness of flower? They don't see the emptiness of flower. You're getting, if you independent of the conventional, ultimate makes no sense because these two should always go together. They together. If the if the conventional truth is negated, then emptiness becomes. Anyone who remembers when the conventional truth is removed, emptiness alone is left. What is that? This is nihilism. You're getting it? So for the emptiness not to be nihilism, it must always accompany with dependent origination, which is conventional truth. The two things always go together. Do you understand that? Emptiness doesn't mean nothingness. Emptiness is the middle way because in nothingness, dependent origination does not operate. In nothingness, dependent origination does not operate. So, if dependent origination operates means it is not nothingness. So therefore, emptiness is marked by dependent origination, which is free of the two extremes. Okay, good. 68. Conventional is thought to be emptiness. So here, this flower, what group B sees as a conventional flower is seen as empty from group B. What group A sees as conventional flower is what group B sees as emptiness of the flower. So it says the conventional is thought to be emptiness. What group A sees as a conventional flower is what group B sees as emptiness. Conventional is thought to be emptiness. Emptiness itself is the conventional. What group B sees as emptiness is what group A sees as conventional flower. So therefore, one does not occur without other. These two are compatible to each other. They don't exist independently. Just as being produced and impermanent. For example, the flower is impermanent as well as is produced. Why? How is it impermanent? Because it's changing. Why changing? Because it is determined by the causes and conditions. So the causes and conditions produce the flower only by changing. If the causes and conditions don't change, the flower will never come into existence. So, because it depends on causes and conditions bring the changes in the causes and conditions giving rise to the flower. So there's a change happening. So cause and condition means it's producing something, produced. Produced connotes impermanence because without the change, production doesn't happen. So these two are production and the impermanence. These two are compatible to each other. Likewise, conventional truth and ultimate truth, these two are compatible. You getting it? Okay. 68. The conventional is thought to be the emptiness. Emptiness itself is conventional truth. Form is empty, emptiness is the form. One does not occur without other. These two are compatible to each other. They cannot be independent of each other. For example, just being produced and impermanent. What is impermanent should be produced. What is produced should be impermanent. These two are always together. 69. The conventional arises from afflictions and karmas. Okay. Conventional world. Conventional world, the world that we live in, a samsara, arises from afflictions and the karmas. So, ceasing karmas and afflictions is nirvana. Opposite of which is karmas. If the karmas and affliction don't cease, they give rise to samsara. Conventional world of samsara arises from afflictions karma, and the karma arises from the mind, meaning the karma. When you speak of the karma, karma is nothing as an independent entity, it's related to your own mind. Your mind. So, for example, at the moment you are very calm. How many are angry? Nobody's angry, right? Nobody's angry. And then you have a mind? Yes. And you carry this mind. Carry this mind after the retreat, carry this mind on the aeroplane, or in the taxi, or wherever, carry this mind and to Nalanda, right? Or to South India, or wherever, in Delhi, wherever. Carry his mind there, and we reach there. And then you get into you get in the house, and your mother's waiting there. Welcome, have a cup of tea. Then what is your response? What tea? No coffee, right? No latte, no cappuccino. What? Always tea. What is tea? You getting it? Okay, so what happens? Anger erupts. You're getting it? While you're here, you're a bodhisattva. I know. Right? The moment you reach your home, you see your mother, your early imprints activate very quickly. Then what tea comes? What tea, right? You said this, you never said this. Are you sure? Sometimes. Sometimes, okay. Dedela? Never. Chugila, Namsala? Sometimes. Okay. And then Shinela? Sometimes. Okay. So there, at the moment you are a bodhisattva, the moment you get home, you see your mom instantly, what tea? Right? And it erupts. Okay. So you're carrying your mind. And this mind carries the imprints of the anger. Today, there's no anger, you're a bodhisattva. But you have the anger, see the anger inside. And then you reach your friend, what tea comes? Right? Hey, Sonamla, what tea? Does it happen sometimes? No, it never happens. It never happens. Dejana? Are you sure? No. I don't believe. Okay, so look, from this mind, where you carry the imprint of this mind, then because you have the mind, then from there, when the conditions arise, then it erupts with the anger. So karma is accumulated. The conditional arises, the convention arises from afflictions of karma, and karma arises from the mind. The mind is accumulated by the propensities, and this mind, which carries the propensities meaning imprints of the anger, when free from propensities, it is happiness. You're getting it? You just remove these propensities. This propensities meaning, okay, propensities is the seeds. If you remember from the course of the last few days teaching, if you remember, we mentioned something about the seed. Where does it come? Anyone? Raise your hand. Anyone raise hand? We talk about seed somewhere. Raise hand. Oh, Daniel. Then write your name. Diana.
Page 3. If I'm not mistaken, we're talking about dependent origination that can be that needs like 3 conditions, or it can be of 3 types. The dependent origination when the whole depends on the parts, when the result depends on the cause, but also that there should be the seed, like the potential, so that we cannot grow an apple tree from a mango seed and vice versa. So there should be a potential, and that is the seed.
Then is mixing up 2 things. 3 levels of dependent origination and 3 conditions. You're mixing up these 2 things. Okay, Dana, just keep this in mind. What do you say? You're mixing 2 things. Which are they? 3 levels of dependent origination and 3 conditions. Just think of this. Look, when you mix up things, there's nothing wrong. It's not that I'm so bad. No, this is how we're growing. You're getting it? So you identify where you go wrong, and then so, for example, some people I say that there's nothing existing objectively, right? Buddha doesn't exist objectively. Triple Gem doesn't exist objectively. Then we stop the class. rest of the class. And then, oh no, I didn't ask any question, and then the hands coming out. I don't know what is. Okay, so then what you say is you went out, right? You went out. Hey, Kishisanla, right? Kishisan says, you look so happy. What did you learn? We learned that triple gem does not exist, right? Who taught you this? Geshe Dorji Damdul taught us. Geshe Dorji Damdul taught us. No. Are you sure? Yes. We concluded with this. He said, triple gem does not exist. What did I say? What did I say? Triple gem doesn't exist objectively, right? And you mix up the two things. Triple gem do not exist truly, and triple gem do not exist. You mix up the two things. And you think that I said triple gem do not exist. And then you tell the world, Geshe-la taught this. This is what we learned, right? And what kind of course? Nalanda course, right? And what Nalanda? I learned that they are several NMC2, right? Nalanda marks the highest level. Okay, this is what you learned from Geshe Dorji Damdul. Wow, that's amazing. He must be a great teacher, right? Okay, so what? Okay, so what I'm saying is that these propensities of the anger and so forth, how do you get rid of them? By applying the remedies. What are the remedies? The wisdom of emptiness, and if possible, wisdom of emptiness complemented by the bodhicitta. Then these will be demolished completely. And do you remember any section or any way I mentioned about the seed? Anyone? Raise your hand, 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 raise your hand. Okay, Dr. La. Less than your number. Then, okay, in this section I taught about the seed. Jimala, I'll check with her.
No, actually, I wasn't in the class, but maybe get refers to the how the seed is coming.
So look, I know what's going in Jimala's mind. I know that. I know that. Why my dad is talking? He does not enter the class. Why? Right? Yeah. Why? Right? So let's wait and see. Right? Let this class be over. I'll meet my dad. Why? Shut up. Don't speak when he's asking questions about when you're in the class. If you're in the class, why are you saying this? I know what is going in her mind. Double check with her. Right? She feels a little uneasiness here. Right? Butterflies in the stomach. Okay. Anyone?
Afflicting obscuration. Contaminated karma.
Afflicting obscurations, contaminated karma, active seeds.
Yes. So let's say afflictive obscurations. Under these, they are
afflictions.
Three kinds. What are they?
Afflictions, contaminated karma, afflictions, and active seeds.
Amazing. You getting it? Okay. Quantum comes afflictions, active seeds. In this context, we talked about the seeds. You're getting it? And then the cognitive obscuration says inactive seeds. Do you remember? Are you sure? 100%? Okay. So if she's very 100%, it's not good for her father. Father got scolding. Okay, so thank you, Dasandra, thank you. Yes, so remember this is how you try to correlate things. And your understanding will become very comprehensive. Sometimes I used to be very fascinated when His Holiness the Dhamma gives teachings. His Holiness links things so fast and so effectively. I was wondering, I don't see this in the books, right? But what he's going to do is just perfect. It's amazing. How is it coming in his mind? It's all because of his fast learning and experience, meditative experience. That is the benefit of the system. Hey, Chimala, what knowledge?
Correct knowledge.
Why I'm saying this? Because to remove her agitation.
Correct knowledge, complete knowledge, systematic knowledge.
Very good. With these three things it'll take time. Over time, you get the feeling that you can connect all the dots. You're getting it? All the dots you will see. For example, somebody, even in a secular context, a little child talks something, oh, this child is very intelligent. You can just sense it because you have a very comprehensive picture of the intelligence, information of the information, very systematic, complete, correct. You can easily figure out who talks nonsense and who talks sensible. You can easily figure out. Some people, they talk a lot. There are a lot of materials, but it's all garbage. You know why? Because there's no systematic things. They're just vomiting things from A, B, C, D, and you see what is connection between these two, they have no idea. So this is because they read a lot, but they could not connect the dots. How you can connect dots is when you study things systematically with the correct information and complete information. Okay, we'll stop here. Tabge tuje shage riso chon shenge meto dege bonjomba sege lumbo tabo jebe ko shaye gebo kela cha se lo mone mone Mahamona Yeswa 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 Mone Mone Mahamona Yeswa. Okay, three processes together.